Today we are going to be talking about the installation of the graphene ceramic coating. The graphene ceramic coating is the next evolution of paint protection for your vehicle. And today what we're going to dive into is how to apply this to your vehicle and the proper steps to get to the point of where we are now, which is we're ready to apply this to the car. I think about applying a ceramic coating in 3 phases. Phase 1 is creating a perfect finish. You know, a lot of people have different versions of perfect. My version of perfect is fully polishing this car and making it flawless before I apply the ceramic coating. When I think of phase 1, I think of multiple steps within phase 1. First step to phase 1 would be thoroughly cleaning your wheels and tires. You want to get in there with the wheel woolly, clean the barrel. You want to make sure you get the lug nuts. You want to make sure your wheels and tires look great. The second step to phase 1 would be doing a proper wash on your car. You want to make sure you get all the dirt and grime off your car using a wash pad and a 2-bucket wash system. Now, step 3 to phase 1 would be claying your vehicle. Now, what I did on this car was I actually used our clay mitt and I clayed the car while the car was still suds down. And I used the lubrication from the soap and the suds on the car to allow the clay mitt to glide on the surface and fully clay this vehicle. I was able to clay the glass, the paint, the headlights, and the chrome accents all in one step. Now, step 4 of phase 1 is now polishing. So what you want to do is you want to break out your dual action random orbital polisher and you want to fully polish your car. You want to take away any swirl marks, any damage that's on your vehicle, and you want to create a perfect finish. On this car, I used the compound first to remove any of the deep scratches, and then I went over it with polish after to take out any of the haze from the compound to make a perfect finish. Now, I just want to make sure you know that phase 1 is where the hard labor is. But phase 1, in my opinion, is the most important phase. It ensures that you're going to install your graphene ceramic coating over a perfect finish that will lock that look and shine in for many years to come. Step 5 of phase 1 is making sure you clean your plastic. Because the graphene ceramic coating gets applied to all surfaces of your vehicle, you want to clean the plastic before you put any coating on that. You don't want an artificial layer of oxidation. You want to make sure that your plastic looks perfect before you apply the coating to it. So polish, then clean your plastic, and then you can move on to phase 2, which is prepping the surface to create a naked finish before you apply the graphene ceramic coating. Now we're on to phase 2. Phase 2 is preparing the surface of your vehicle to have the graphene ceramic coating applied to the surface. What you want to do is you've polished your car and you've washed it, and there's a lot of different fillers and there's a lot of different additives to some of those products. You want to make sure that all of that stuff is off your car before you apply the ceramic coating. You want your graphene ceramic coating going on a naked finish. And actually what comes in the graphene ceramic coating kit is Adam's Surface Prep. It's an alcohol-based solution that will wipe away any leftover residues. It will leave the surface with a naked finish, so then you can go ahead and start applying the graphene ceramic coating. So we're gonna start by spraying this on the surface. And again, this is part of, we went through phase 1, this is all a perfect finish. So what I'm doing is removing any unwanted residues. You won't see much of a difference with surface prep being wiped on or sprayed on and wiped away. What you have to understand is you're preparing the surface to be naked, so the graphene ceramic coating will adhere better and will last longer. We want to make sure and use surface prep on the plastic, the headlights, the glass, and everything. So we'll go over here, get the headlights. Ooh. Come down here and get the plastic. Now I'm gonna surface prep the glass. And since I'm up here, I'll try to get the cowl as well and the windshield wiper. I'm trying to get all or as much as the leftover residue from polishing and cleaning the plastic. So we finished up with phase 2, which is the surface preparation, making the surface a naked finish before you apply the graphene ceramic coating. So we can set this stuff aside. We don't necessarily need it right now, only when we're gonna coat the next time. And now we're gonna go into actually applying the graphene ceramic coating. What we wanna do first, we wanna put the gloves on that come in the kit. So let's get right into this. Graphene ceramic coating, 60 milliliter bottle. This will be able to do your whole vehicle, including your wheels. And we have these suede coating applicators. These things are really great. They're really soft. They're not gonna scratch your car. And what these do is they don't absorb too much of the product. They keep it on the surface here. So it makes it really easy to apply the coating. So I'm gonna go ahead and start applying this graphene ceramic coating. You're gonna need the 60 ml bottle, which this 60 milliliter bottle will cover your whole vehicle, including your wheels. And you're gonna want a suede coating applicator. And I'm gonna be coating this section right here. It's about a 3 by 3 foot section. And since it is such a large surface area, I could put a decent amount of coating onto the applicator. So you can see how much I'm gonna put on here. Like so. I wanna saturate the applicator as best I can. Make sure to put the cap back on to the graphene ceramic coating bottle. You don't want it to crystallize at the top or start to cure. So we always put that back on. I'm gonna work in a cross hatch pattern, ensuring that I cover the whole surface with the graphene ceramic coating. I don't wanna buff in circles or anything like that. I'm just trying to get this on the surface of the vehicle. Nothing special, cross hatches, okay? As I apply it, it will start to cure instantly. It starts to rainbow. That's the graphene coating curing on the surface. So here we go. So down and then up. Oh my gosh. It like totally changed the color of my car. It's kind of dull black on this side, and this is super rich black over here. And it's already like instantly starting to rainbow. So go up and down. And I'm just monitoring the rainbowing, but I'm also making sure that I cover the whole area that I'm working on. It actually started to get a little bit dry, so I'm just adding a little bit more. And now I'm gonna go side to side. We get questions often about putting multiple layers of ceramic coating on your car. In this case, graphene ceramic coating. It's unnecessary to continue to layer this. It's not gonna make it last any longer. It's one layer of ceramic coating applied properly, taking these necessary steps to do it the right way, is enough. Just do it one time and it will last 7+ years. So this is rainbowing. One thing I wanna note about the graphene ceramic coating, the rainbow flashing tends to dissipate a little bit faster than our other UV ceramic coating, UV paint coating. Don't be alarmed, it's okay. Once the color dissipates, that to me is a great indicator of when you should start wiping away the surface oils of the coating. So the rainbow color is dissipated. If it's on a white vehicle or it's hard to see the rainbow, you can touch it with your fingers, and if it feels tacky, that would be about the time to wipe it away. So you could just monitor it in like a inconspicuous area to see. This is ready to wipe away, so I'm gonna take our micro suede coating removal towel, and I'm gonna start wiping this away. And I can feel a little bit of drag on this. I probably left this on just a little bit too long, but it's still gonna come off easy. So with these micro suede towels, when you're wiping it, you can see you're moving the surface oils around a little bit, but as you continue to wipe, it will pull the surface oils off and it will look perfect. My favorite thing about the graphene ceramic coating is you can put it on every exterior surface of your vehicle. So traditionally, I would do the paint, I would move on to the other side of the hood and only do the painted surfaces. Not anymore. Now what we can do with the graphene ceramic coating is I can go straight, I can just continue this. I don't need to worry too much, straight onto the headlights. So I can go paint here, straight onto the headlights. Onto the paint. Go straight onto the plastic. The paint, the plastic, the paint, the plastic. Whatever surface, whatever material is on your car, you can just fully ceramic coat it with the graphene ceramic coating, including the glass. I'm gonna do that here in a second. And again, referring back to phase one, we took all the necessary steps to create the perfect finish. I know that everything is ready to be coated. Now this is the easy part. I just put it on the applicator and I can just go, monitor it, wipe it off. Everything is so much easier now. So again, the hard work of the coating process really is not coating the car. It's generating a perfect finish on your vehicle, something that you're comfortable with, that you're okay with locking in that finish for 7+ years. So let's go ahead and start wiping this off. Now, one thing I want to touch on is the benefit of having graphene coating on your whole vehicle. It's gonna, first off, it's gonna make cleaning your car easier. Secondly, it's gonna slow down the oxidation process of all the surfaces on your car. So your plastic's not gonna turn gray as fast. Your headlights aren't gonna turn yellow as fast. Everything is gonna be preserved a lot better. All right, so continuing to coat. I just coated all this plastic right here, and actually I'm gonna go straight to this A pillar, and I'm gonna go straight into the glass. Oh yeah. And since I'm here, I need to put a little bit more coating on here actually. Keep this going. There we go. I love being able to coat the whole car at once. It makes life so much easier. I don't have to like worry if I'm getting it on certain things. It's just boom, it's on. I can even go straight into the wiper, the cowl. Keep going on this, make sure to lift this up and get underneath here. Same with the cowl. Here. I mean, these are like aluminum. Just put it straight on there. It's gonna make it look amazing. Go in here. Putting coating on your cowl. The cowl is the section between your windshield and the painted surface here where your windshield wipers stay. That ages in dog years because it is pointed directly up at the sun. The sun just beats and beats and beats on that, and it turns gray super fast. All right, so I've done essentially from this part right here to this door line, the A pillar, and then I went straight into the glass. I actually missed a spot right up in here. Suede coating removal towel. And I'm very conscious of where I started and then like where I finished applying it. I started here, so I'm wiping this away first, just to ensure I don't leave any high spots. All right, ready? I'm wiping off the glass. Oh yeah. All right, so phase 3 is complete on this quarter of my car. So if you find a high spot on your car, which I had found one right here on the hood right here, all I did to correct that was I just took a little bit of the coating, just like a little bit, and I went to it and I just went over it a couple times like that, and then just wipe this away immediately, and it takes the high spot away. So that's just a quick note. If you find high spots, which sometimes you do, that's an easy fix. Now, one thing we haven't mentioned yet about the graphene ceramic coating is it has our patented UV tracer in it, which means you can take a UV light, boom, and you can go and spot check to see if you missed applying the coating to any surface of your car. And, oh my gosh, I missed this whole section right here. I must have just forgot, but I now know that I need to go back. I can go right now, put the graphene ceramic coating on the applicator, and now make sure that this section is coated. I think it's such a cool technology. It just gives you a second set of eyes when it comes to coating your vehicle. You know that you can now graphene ceramic coat your whole vehicle and you will not miss a spot because you can check it with this. I personally like to go through and ceramic coat the whole vehicle first, and then I like to go back and spot check it. As I spot check, I can be more conscious of high spots, and I can also be checking areas that I've missed. So that's my recommendation. If you want, you can turn the light on, hold it in this hand, and you can be coating. I think something that's a little scary to me is if you don't put this on your wrist and this slips out of your hands, it can hit your car. So I always recommend just coating the vehicle first and then going back and spot checking. You know, if you did miss a spot, it's gonna be just a small section like I showed you here. So it won't take long to correct that. So it's just a quick tip for utilizing the UV. Check this again. Yeah, so now that I know this is coated, it's blue, looks really even, looks nice. So now, you know, what I can do for this quarter of the car is I can go through and I can spot check everything. Realize that on clear plastic like your headlights or glass, you won't necessarily be able to see the UV tracer. It doesn't show up as well on things that don't reflect back to you. So it's a little bit harder to see. So what I did when I was doing the glass is I made sure I can see exactly where I was applying it. I left that side mainly because I'm gonna demonstrate the graphene ceramic spray coating on that side. I'm gonna show the installation process for that. If you're interested in graphene ceramic spray coating, check out a standalone video, and I guarantee you'll love that product. That's a really good product for kind of an introduction to ceramic coating. This is the big guy. This is the 60 milliliter bottle, has a higher loading level, more active ingredient. This is the one that's gonna last 7+ years on your vehicle. If you don't want something that serious, use the graphene ceramic spray coating. You're gonna be more in the year to year and a half range. And that just, what that says to me is you just need to apply it to your car more often. Where this, you could put on your car, and as long as you maintain it the right way, you can continue to see the amazing effects of the water beading and the slick feel of your finish, it being shinier longer with the graphene ceramic coating. Now, applying graphene ceramic coating to your wheels is a similar process as it is to applying it to your paint, your trim, your glass. I still think about it in 3 phases. So phase 1, achieving a perfect finish, right? That's thoroughly cleaning the wheel face, thoroughly cleaning the barrel of the wheel, and then polishing it. You wanna make sure that this finish is nice and flat, nice and perfect, smooth. You want it to be a perfect wheel finish before you move on to phase 2, which is the surface prep phase. To achieve a perfect finish on your wheel, you must remove it off of your car. There is no way to get in here and polish your wheel with this on the car. So highly, highly recommended, if not saying you absolutely should do this, you need to pull the wheel off your car. And within this process of splitting the car up into quarters and working on your car through multiple weeks, if you split your car up into a quarter, just add this to that quarter of the car. So phase 1, what I did with this wheel is I took it off of the car, jacked the car up, pulled it off, took it outside. I thoroughly cleaned it with wheel cleaner, and I used one of our trim and lug nut brushes just to get in all the nooks and crannies. Once I did that, I brought it inside, dried it off, and then fully polished everything. And actually, on the barrel of the wheel, there was some old wheel weight adhesive, and I used our Adams tar and adhesive remover in one of our eraser wheels, and I removed that adhesive. I don't want any excess adhesive on there. while I'm coating it. So then I polished the wheel face and the barrel of the wheel just to make sure I have a perfect finish. So phase 1, thoroughly cleaning, polishing, creating a perfect finish. I move on to phase 2, which is prepping the surface. I want to create a naked finish on all of the areas that I'm going to coat. I'm not going to coat the rubber. The graphene ceramic coating is not intended for that. I'm only going to be coating the hard surface of the actual wheel. So I want to take the surface prep that's included with the graphene ceramic coating kit, and I want to prep the surface before I coat. And again, this is just removing excess residues, anything that can make it so the graphene ceramic coating won't adhere as well. So, all right, here's the face of the wheel, then flip it over. You hit the barrel of the wheel. All right, fully surface prepped everything on the wheel, and I'm just gonna leave it on this side. All right, now we're on to phase 3, which is applying the graphene ceramic coating to the wheel surface. This is pretty much the same thing as applying it to the paint. You just wanna saturate the suede applicator and go ahead and start coating. Make sure you put the cap on every time. Now we can go ahead and start. Same idea, you want to cross hatch, but you want to make sure that you're getting this coating on every surface of the wheel. So I'm just trying to get a nice even surface, nice even application. And then you want to do the back of the wheel. It is imperative that you do the barrel of the wheel. That is why you pull the wheel off. The hardest thing to clean on your wheel is the barrel and behind the spokes. When you get this on there, it makes cleaning that so much easier. So I just want to make sure I get this on every surface of the back of the wheel. Behind the spokes, in the barrel, and all the areas that are very hard to clean. Now I'm going to let this cure for a minute or so. Now with these wheels specifically, they're a light colored wheel, light gray. So it's not as easy for me to see the rainbow. I just kind of have to think about how much time has elapsed since I've applied it. And then I can take my finger and touch the surface to see if it's kind of tacky, which it's not yet. It's still slick, kind of feels like oil in there. I think that's about time. So. Yeah, it's going on. I can feel, you feel a little bit of drag, but it's not too crazy, but I can just tell I'm taking the surface oils off, and I want to remove the surface oils of the graphene coating. All right, so this side is fully coated, all done. Now I'm flip it over, and we're gonna now coat the face of the wheel. Same process as the barrel. You just want to get the coating nice and even on there. While I'm coating the face of this wheel, I'm actually going to overlap just like a little bit on the back, just to ensure that I have everything fully ceramic coated. I want to get in all the nooks and crannies, and you want to make sure you get inside where your lug nuts go, because inside here it gets dirty really easy and it makes it hard to clean. So if you get the graphene ceramic coating in there, it just makes it a lot easier to clean. All right, just gotta let it set up and cure for a little bit. I just quickly wanna say that in different regions, this graphene ceramic coating will cure differently. You know, high humidity, high heat areas, cures really fast. Low to no humidity areas with a little bit cooler temperatures, you have a little bit more time, meaning you can work in a bigger section, or you can just hang out like I am right now waiting for this to cure. So, all right, time to remove. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I can feel a little bit of drag as I'm wiping, and I know that I'm taking the surface oils off and the coating has set up and started to cure. So really what I'm trying to utilize is my feel. If I feel it drag a little bit, I know it's still on there. And then as it becomes more slick, that's when I know the surface oils have been removed. So, all right, so we're done coating this wheel. As you can see, the 3 phases are very similar to applying the coating to the paint, plastic, and glass. Now that this wheel is graphene ceramic coated, I am done with my quarter of the vehicle. Now that I'm on, I'll get this back on and I'm ready to go. All right, you're all done applying the graphene ceramic coating to your finish. This is something that you can do in sections. The way I'm approaching this car specifically is I'm splitting this up into quarters. What that means is that you can take a weekend day and fully, go through each phase of phase 1 of achieving a perfect finish, phase 2 prepping the surface, and then phase 3 applying the graphene ceramic coating. You can do this in sections. It just makes life a little bit easier. Something I actually talked to Adam about, he brought up a good point, was he addressed that what is the priority? What is the thing that you clean the most? If you have performance brakes and you have brake dust all over your wheels all the time, that would be the thing we would recommend to graphene ceramic coat first. Address the things that you touch the most, right? Something like Adam's truck that he takes out boating with his kids all the time, with his family, his paint, he's washing his car constantly. So what he did is, before he actually applied the ceramic coating to his wheels, he did it to all of his paint first, because it makes his life easier now, and then he can address his wheels later. So don't think of this as this big, daunting task. It's something that you can simplify, but the benefits that you get from applying this they supersede anything else that you can apply on your car. This, again, is the next evolution of ceramic paint protection for your car, and I promise you, once this is on your car, you will love the benefits that you get from it. And again, it is very, very easy to apply. If you have any questions, if you need to talk to somebody over the phone to understand this a little bit better, or if you just have any concerns or questions, please feel free to call us, 866-965-0400, or you can email us at tips@adampolishes.com. We want to make sure that we provide you all the tools that you need to be successful with applying the graphene ceramic coating. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your shine with graphene ceramic coating.